I can't believe this is finally happening. Hey budget buddies, welcome back to my real life budget, and welcome if you are new. My name is Angel and I am documenting my journey to pay off nearly $120,000 worth of debt here on YouTube. It's been real, y'all. It has been a ride. So go ahead, click subscribe if you would like to follow along. But first, we're bringing back comment of the day. Thanks to Via for supporting my channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you would like to be featured in the next video as comment of the day. Today's video is very exciting, very scary. It's all of the things all in one. Today's video is a budget with me and a Transfer Tuesday video. What an exciting time to be a part of this channel, you guys. Today's video is super fun and exciting, but first, let me tell you guys why you need to stay. I'm documenting my journey to get out of nearly $120,000 worth of debt. I started this journey documenting it here on YouTube back in February of 2019. So we are moving into the third year of paying off debt, and finally, you guys, finally, we are making huge stride and huge progress. I've dreamed of this day. I've dreamed of this moment. And here it is. If you are on your own debt-free journey, please do not get discouraged, because consistency over time will give you results. You guys know who have been here for the ride. You know I've made some mistakes. I have done some things since I have been documenting this journey. But because I stayed consistent, I was able to still make progress. And in my book, progress will get you farther than trying to be perfect ever will. Today's video, we are going to be talking about my budget for my second paycheck of February. There's a lot to cover, you guys, because a lot has changed. And a lot has changed in a positive direction so that we are able to make great stride in this journey. And for that, I am so thankful. I am so grateful, because it's been a long time coming. This day has been a long time coming. I've dreamed of this day. I've dreamed of making this video, and here we are. Before we jump into the budget, I'm gonna quick ask you guys who are not subscribed, who are not budget buddies here on the channel, go ahead, take a moment, go ahead, click subscribe, turn the notifications on so you do not miss when I upload. I upload every week. Just documenting this ride, because it's been wild, and definitely one for the books. Now, before we jump into the budget, I kind of want to talk about some of the changes that we've made here as a family to start paying off this debt. One of the first things that we did, if you guys are new, you probably won't know this, and I actually haven't spoke much about it on the channel, but since I started the channel back in February of 2019, my income has basically covered our expenses here for the last 2 years. Now in 2019, both my partner and I suffered job loss. I lost my father, my partner lost their grandfather and grandmother. We went through a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't even talk about here on the channel that we went through together and individually, and it was just such trying times for us. And now looking back, I'm really grateful that all of those things happened, because it has torn us apart at moments, but those things that did that really helped bring us together even closer. Now, when we both lost our jobs, we were doing DoorDash and Instacart. Some of those videos had got pretty high views when I put them out, but that was just a temporary solution until I could find a good job. And thankfully, by the grace of God, I found a good job that granted me the pay to be able to support us with just my income. And what a blessing that is. I know that that is a blessing. I know what I have, and I'm so thankful for that, because there are so many people who are working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. And I've been there before too. just not here on YouTube. This was, way back when I was in my early 20s, really just trying to figure out this life thing. Now, when we lost our jobs, we were doing DoorDash and Instacart, like I said, and my partner then decided that he wanted to start his own business. He works on boilers, water heaters, furnaces, that type of thing. So I guess you could say he's a plumber, but him and his dad have started their own company, and that was sometime in 2019. And then you guys know what happened in 2020. So I don't think I need to go there, but what I'm gonna say is that basically my partner did not work all of 2020. August of 2020, right after my partner's birthday, he was in a very bad car accident, ended up being life flighted. It was a whole situation. It was just a really stressful time. All of 2019 and 2020 just seemed like it was one misfortune after another, after another, after another. And I started to ask myself, like, something's got to give already. Like, something has to change. And it wasn't until recently that I've realized what had to change wasn't my circumstance. It was me. It was my mind. It was how I was thinking about my circumstance, how I was projecting my circumstance into my everyday life. And that has been a big game changer this year so far. I know we're only 2 months into the year, but I'm really just becoming aware. I'm trying to live more intentionally, and I'm seeing that the circumstances that happen, I have all of the power how I react to them. And I think that is something that in the past, I didn't quite understand. I hate to say this in this way, in this tone, but I think I really had a victim mentality about why I was in debt, about why things weren't going right in life. And when I really put it into perspective, that's just life. Things happen, and you just have to pick yourself up and carry on. We've made amazing progress this paycheck. This paycheck, I put a $470 snowball onto credit card number 1. And I can't even believe I'm going to say this. For Transfer Tuesday, I am paying off credit card number 1. Oh my God. Can we have a party? Can we have a party? I can't believe this day is finally here. I could cry, and I might have to stop the video because I don't want to get emotional. After that $470 payment was applied, I have $1,108 left to pay on this card. You guys might think I'm nuts, but with my emergency fund, I have enough for a month of expenses. So I'm just taking that money out of my emergency fund, and I am paying off that card because I'm debt over it, you guys. Like, I'm over the debt. Like my girl Asia and Rochelle say, debt ain't it. I'm just very excited for this day. There is a caveat, however. The only bill that I have money set aside for right now for the month of March is my mortgage. But I'm okay with that because here's what I plan on doing with the debt-free journey after this big money move. What we're gonna do together is we are going to, hopefully with the next 2 paychecks, get all of the expenses taken care of. So now once card 1's paid off, I will pay that minimum payment for card number 2 and not make a snowball payment on that card this month. I will resume snowball payments and Transfer Tuesday payments on card number 2 when we hit March. My priorities for check 3 and 4 of February are to pay the remainder of March expenses in order to stay 1 month ahead. I'm not sure that I'm going to have enough money between the 2 paychecks to do that. So if that's the case, I will continue into March and try my best to get 1 month ahead for April. Once we're 1 month ahead, that is when we will continue paying the debt for card number 2. And then how the plan sits in my head at this moment is once card number 2 is paid off, I am taking a break from the debt repayment. I am saving up about $5,000 and I am dumping that into my channel. I want a new computer. I want to get some new lights. And I have a few expenses that I know come June I'm going to have to pay for my channel. So for example, my PicMonkey membership, I'm going to have to pay for my website and my hosting. And I believe that was it. So I'm going to make sure that I have that money set aside for that. I do also have to get breaks, as you guys know. So that's something that I had in the sinking funds. I will be paying for that. I'm feeling really good about this whole situation. It might be a bit risky to take, $1,108 out of the emergency fund, but I don't feel a bad feeling about it because my partner has an emergency fund and I will still have a little bit of money left in my emergency fund as well. My gosh, you guys, and I didn't even mention about the new intro, my new logo. I'm in love with them. I am going to link down in the description box the creators on Fiverr who made these things for me. I was not able to make them on my own between time, resources, and all of the things. I decided it was best for me to outsource that work. So if you are a YouTuber looking for a logo, highly recommend the artist that I went with. Down in the description, you can find them and the animated intro as well. I'm in love with both of them. Totally everything that I was looking for, exactly what I wanted, even better than I could have imagined for both of them. So both of those artists will be linked down in the description if you are interested. Something else that I want to tell you guys is that next Tuesday at 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing a live with How Debbie Saves, and I'm so excited for that. We are going to be talking about Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover and some things that we've personally tweaked on our own debt-free journey. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you go head over, subscribe, hit her notification bell. Tuesday, the 23rd, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss. So with that said, my friends, I hope that you are doing well. And if you are struggling, just know, be here now. You need to go through in order to come out on the other side. I know because I've been there myself. All right, friends, thank you for celebrating with me. Thank you for being on this wild ride with me. And thank you for supporting me and sending me so many lovely messages, words of encouragement, and just being my friends here on the internet. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video.